Whoa, whoa, whoa. Open the door! Open the door! I can't leave now. Something is going to happen. What does that mean? Ah! It's called Anna. And this is the extended edition. Apparently, the definitive edition. I have no idea what it's about. So let's dive in. I still recall the ecstasy of the sun piercing through the trees. While our hours passed along, the chanting of the wind blowing across the mountains. I hoped that I had forgotten you forever and ever. Anna, my love. This is the house that keeps appearing in my nightmares. No doubt about it. I could count every single crevice. How did I end up here, anyway? I feel as if I walked here in a trance. But now, I'm past the gates. I must figure out why I keep dreaming about her. I'm in dire need of answers. What are we doing here? All right, we are very short, or that is a very tall fence. What are the butterflies? Not sure what the goal is. Can I swim? No. The water is pristine and inviting. Gazing at its crystal clear surface almost makes you thirsty. Alright. Can I run? Nope. Crouch. Get a pebble. Nope. Found a pebble. I've already got a pebble. I don't need any more. It is closed. Wait, what did I say? Maybe it's possible to open it from the inside. Alright. Jump. No, no jumping. Main door. What's up here? It's closed. Maybe it's possible to open it from the inside. Somehow I think it wants me to go inside. The window is bolted firmly shut. There's no way to pass through here. Right. This is also firmly shut. Through the main door. Little boulder. It looks broken. Maybe I can fix it somehow. Maybe with my pebble. Inventory. Well, there we go. Is a pebble on it? No. Hunting knife? No. Mobile phone I have. Alright. Myself. Alright. It won't budge. Can I call somebody? No signal. Perhaps the best, since I'm in no mood to speak with anyone. You'll regret that later, I think. Oh, I can fill up some water. Empty canteen. Let's do that. Maybe we'll need that later. Oh, it's full. Is this my health bar? Alright. Lighter. What do this pebble? Oh, what's that? A magnificent carving. Despite its simplicity, the etching was masterfully crafted. There's something inside. Let's use a knife on... Well, that didn't work. What a pebble. Throw it. Yeah. Take that. Can't reach it. What does this do? I need a ladder. You know, people are like, just do this, you moron. Give me a stick. Poke it with. It says dirt. Yeah. Yeah, I get it eventually. Wooden branch. Oh, jeez. Let's do this. Poke. Yeah. Use gear piece on this bad boy. Oh. Well. Alright. 2 gear pieces. Oh, what's this little door? Let's cut this bad boy. Oh, I have to drag the door open. Huh. I need something to break that with. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Dirty object. That's what she said. What does this do? You know, let me clean this off. In the brook. Maybe I can clean it. Alright, so now I have 2 gear pieces. Look at that, they fit together perfectly. I need something to hook them up. Well, how about some string? The gear has been fixed. Genius. Oh, does this fit in the little folder now? Boop. Oh. Well. Can't win them all. Where does it go? Oh, does it go up here? I'll take a maple leaf. What does that do? There's some flowers around this pile of rocks. Someone must have stacked them there on purpose. There aren't any maple trees nearby, yet I just found some maple leaves next to the mound. Why? I'll light it on fire? Cracked wall. No way I can make it with my bare hands. Well, what do we use then? Branch. Oh my gosh. Dark corner. Well, let's light this on fire then, huh? Boop. Huh. I think I found where the gears go. Boop. It should work now. It's like magic. Ooh, buddy. Here we go. All the candles in the lamp have been lit. Does someone still live here? It's a vase with some flowers in it. What was that? Oddly enough, they haven't wilted in the darkness. It's in very bad shape. I fear it might crumble in my hands. Old handkerchief. Some good spooky vibes. Lamp? I have a lamp. Old saw. An old saw. Unfortunately, it's broken. Oh. I can open the door. An old wooden stove that's been lit. Is it possible someone else passed through here?
What do you expect to find?
Who's that? Oh my gosh. Spooky voices. Laughter. Door. Oh, someone's crying. Hold on. What else we got? Broken table. It looks like the blade of a knife. It's solidly stuck in the table. If I want to take it, I'll have to hit it with something. The small table's in atrocious state. Luckily, I don't need to stop for a meal. Well, what can I hit it with? An old branch? Huh?
They weep. Every night they weep.
Who? Who's weeping? I have a knife blade. Ah! There's a door here. Is that water? A pool of stagnant water, perhaps formed after a rainstorm.
Tell me, what do you fear?
What do I fear? Well. Whatever that is, I suppose. The ordinary rectangular notch. In its center lies a tiny slot filtering a weak ray of light. Still crying. I need a bucket or something. To put on the chain. Is the chain linked to some mechanism? Put a lantern on there? No. What about a knife blade? No. About a canteen? No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm coming. I'm coming. It's locked. I need a key. Can I light this lantern? Ah. What was that? I don't think I can open this. Open the door! Open the door! What's this? What did I just pick up? Lucian and Margarita. In times gone by, youths ventured into the woods to vow their eternal love. Thus, on that day, Lucian the shepherd took Margarita by the hand and led her amidst the trees. Margarita was sweet, like the spring, with hair like gold threads, and her hands were as quick in cotton spinning as a nightingale was in flying. For all of this, the shepherd desired her hand in marriage. It was a beautiful October day, and the snow seemed to be yet distant. But, after a long walk, and while they were amidst a thick of woods, the sun was covered by the clouds, and Margarita said, "Please, my love, let us return home. A cloud has covered the sun, and if 1,000 drops were to fall from the sky, sick we would become, you and I." But the shepherd replied, "One more step, my dove. I have heard the sound of an axe, and I do not want those woodcutter ears to eavesdrop on our vows." Margarita followed him, and on they walked for 100 steps more. The sky darkened, and the maiden trembled. She pleaded, "Please, my love, let us return home. The cloud is darker, and if 100 flakes should fall, the path will vanish, and they won't ever find us at all." But the shepherd had seen a hunter several trees away, and he did not want the hunter's eyes to spy on their kisses. He replied, "Courage, my dove, one more step." 100 steps later, a very white flared far in the distance, and Lucian clenched his beloved's hand more tightly because he desperately wanted to reach it. Snow had begun to fall, and the young maiden desired to go back. She dragged her feet and pleaded, but Lucian gripped her hand tighter and dragged her. Margarita wept. "Please, if you love me, stop and let us try to find the way home." But the young man no longer heeded her. Margarita tried to stop him, whilst the light before them continued to grow. He let go of her hand and proceeded alone. Margarita fell upon the ground, while he disappeared into the storm. Thus she gathered all her courage, took her skirt in hand, and rushed to stop him, because she truly loved him and did not want any harm to befall him. But Lucian, feeling his hands being pulled back, turned around with a face which no longer seemed to be his own, and screamed, "Begone, you jealous harpy! Why do you linger still? She is calling me with a voice that nary 1,000 nightingales can match, and here you are cawing like a choked crow. Begone!" And saying this, he turned away from her. But Margarita did not relent, and grabbed him by his pants. So the young man turned with a stone in his hand and hit her hard on her face and disappeared, leaving her upon the ground. When Margarita opened her eyes again, the snow had ceased falling. The night was silent, but the light was still there. Enveloped by terror, the young girl ran away as far as she could. When she was found the following morning, her golden hair had turned to white, and her face, once sweet and beautiful, was now disfigured by a long scar. Nothing was again heard of Lucian, and no one ever ventured into those woods again. Oh, what's this? The door is bolted shut and sturdy by a sturdy padlock, keeping me from discovering what may lie inside the warehouse. Well, can I break it with a knife? No. I cannot. Can I light this lantern? Huh. No. Well, burn something? It's fire in the stove. There's something in the flames. Oh, alright. Put it out. Empty canteen. Oh, of course. I need water. Water. Duh. Alright. Flask is full. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I have to do that for? Alright. Let's take this key. Light its current condition, it'll smoke out the whole room. Oh, that was the stovepipe. I need to find something to fix it. Alright. Let's see here. Got the key. It won't let me in there. Let's use the key. What's behind the door? Shoes. Apparently it's a clog factory. Oh, do I need a knife? Ooh. Is there gonna be meta in here? I have to protect myself? Clamp. Alright. Clamping something. It's a drawer. Open drawer. It's a book. Okay, I got 2 books in here. 3 books. Nope. It's a bone hilt. I think I'm making a knife. Heavy knife hilt. Its heavy blade was very accurate. It was a heavy bench used to cut wooden blocks. Hook. I got a hook. And a tool.
Where are you? Where are you?
Right here. Hello? Hello? Right here. Don't yell at me. Look at all the stuff I got now, huh? So I got a blade, knife handle, hooked blade, bone hilt. Combine these two. The 2 pieces fit together perfectly. I've just built some sort of ritual dagger. Sweet.
They still exist. They are within me.
Who's they? Who's they? You have a knife, tool, hooked blade. What do we do? Let's see. Go back to the main room. About this puddle. Can we attach to this chain? A hook, maybe? Yes. What happens now? Nothing. So we need to put something on the end of the hook. Lantern? Oh, what? It's an oil lamp. Oh, is this? Do I light it? What? Oh, that's a hole through the glass, apparently. Something is obstructing it. Probably the soft roots. They seem soft and easy to cut. Well, can I use a hooked blade on it? No. My normal blade? This puny knife is not going to be enough to... This puny knife is not going to be enough to butt these branches. I need something up to the job. A ritual knife? No. What if I clamp it? I'm not an expert. I'm afraid I could damage the blade even worse than it already is. I better try something else. Oh, wait, there's an axe. Well, I have an axe. Oh, there's a hint right there. Look at that hooked lantern. Ah. It all makes sense now. Go chop up those roots. Be sneaking up on me, ghosts. Chop, chop time. I'm not an expert. This will take some time. I'm just swinging an axe. Come on now. I'll keep the root. I just cut with me. Sweet. The light is no longer obstructed, but it's still too weak. Somebody fall? Let's see, we need to brighten this light. So, I heard a crashing sound. What was that? Something new? Was that over here by workshop? Oh, we never did these books, huh? Far away and nearby fairy tales.
Here dwells the eternity I promised mankind.
Oh. Did you know? Far away and nearby fairy tales. The hero passed beyond the monster's jaws and found the enchanted castle. As the sorceress had foreseen, a castle with mountain-like walls, made of sparkling stone and smooth as an assassin's blade. Clouds covered its towers, and giant front portal was adorned by terrible gold tusks. The hero grabbed the door's knocker, a silver circle between the jaws of Golden Lion, and struck the lead plate with all his might. For 3 times, its jaws quivered, and the lion rumbled, but it did not relinquish the ring. Who dares disturb my sleep? It is I. I command thee to let me pass, the brave hero replied. Dare put your hands between my tusks and release this ring from my mouth. Only then will I reveal thee the lock. Why don't you just open your mouth? I cannot allow it to fall. The hero took the silver ring from the tremendous lion's mouth and realized that it was a magnificent crown, adorned with gems. Put it on your head. Only then can I obey you. Thus the hero placed the crown on his head and ordered, Lion, reveal the lock. And so the lion's head leapt down from the portal, and the hero watched as its entire body followed. A magic spell had trapped within the portal the magnificent beast, large as a bowl, and bright silver sword stretched between 2 golden chains was revealed behind it. The lion said, Only the blood of the brave can grease this sword and unprison it from these bolts. And so he clawed the hero, whose chest started to bleed. The hero smeared his hands in his own blood and greased the sword with it. The sword slipped from its hinges, but did not let itself be caught. It said, Only the bracelets of power can bend me. And thus the hero removed the bolts from the door, and he could see that they were 2 heavy golden cuffs that fitted him perfectly. He placed them on his wrists and grabbed the sword. Then with the sword in his hands and the crown on his head, he struck the door 3 times, ordering it to open in the name of its master. The hinges turned, the gigantic portal opened wide, and the proud lion bent its paws, saying, Please, my lord, my back is at your service. He's gonna ride the lion. Got yourself a mount. Alchemy and Thaumaturgy. Shush. I'm reading. I am reading. Shush. Some silver dust has fallen from the book. I'll keep it. Amongst the several substances we have discussed at the beginning, one of the most important is the electrum, a union between gold and silver found in nature in the mines of Asia Minor, called Lydia, by the ancient Romans, which can be attained by the expert in his workshop with great knowledge of alchemy and goldsmith. The electrum is a substance capable of unifying and maximizing the quality of gold and silver, realizing the solemn union of a metal dominated by the sun and its cold ensign, the moon ensign, the moon. Blessed son of his sublime union, the electrum, a very pliable metal which is amber in color, encloses within itself, besides several other portentous gifts, a primary purifying capacity which, if conducted with great firmness of will, can remove evil and spells. It has been recounted in an ancient manuscript translated to Chinese from Arabic that an old wise woman, through her polished amber bell, was capable of distancing sickness from whosoever heard the pleasant rings for a whole night. The manuscript does not directly mention the electrum, but from the description of the bell as polished and amber in color, it is doubtless that this was a bell of electrum, and not an average but a sublime alloy, as only the vibration of integral natural electrum can produce the same purifying effects as the powder of electrum diffused in the air, through puffs or through light, and power them to the point of eliminating the sickness. The use of powdered electrum, spread through puffs or through light, has been recounted by various and important sources. The same sources tell of wells situated within the walls of ancient temples, upon whose now dry bottoms some electrum dust has collected. Elder witnesses tell of rituals performed by the ancient to clean and purify those wells, that would carry a lit cedar wood torch and hemp soaked in perfumed resin and lower it into the well after abundantly sprinkling noble electrum dust upon the ardent flame. Thus the flame diffused the benevolent dust in the well, illuminating every angle with its rays and purifying it. They motivated by superstition and not by metaphysical science, took great care in the choice of materials used for this ritual, and would accompany it with chants, prayers, and incantations. But we modern people know that the purifying effect was given by the electrum itself. Therefore, it will be sufficient to diffuse it with the flame lit in a location or in the well or basin which one intends to purify, so to remove its filth. Well, I'd take that to mean that this silver dust goes in that lantern we lowered into the puddle. So let's do that. Shush. Don't yell at me. Alright, let's bring this up. Put this dust in this lantern. Boop. Alright. Ooh, it's so pretty blue. So deep. A pool of stagnant water, perhaps formed after a rainstorm. Okay. What about this light? Well, I lost some health there. Alright. She's still sad, so we haven't fixed that. What about a tool? Will that break it? The padlock is quite resistant. I need something longer to perform some lever action. Decrepit boards out of the way. Old saw. About seals and their usage. These seals, therefore, if created and positioned befittingly on the doors, as explained, hitherto, will render impossible to be opened by those who do not ken the ritual needed to destroy the power and melt the immaterial binds, of which the seal is a padlock. It is a manner of putting to the test the resolution, the will, and the intelligence of whoever seeks to break it. In this manner, only those who demonstrate to be worthy of the treasures of knowledge contained beyond that door can access it. And only strength and intelligence used together will be the key to access such treasures and secrets. The rest of this volume will illustrate the manner for melting these seals, including the rituals and the necessary equipment for such an objective. Much will already be known to those who are knowledgeable in alchemy practices or ken the connections between matter and form, but we want to help those who are totally ignorant of such matters, so as to provide a point of departure for those wishing to also conjure harder magic spells and rituals into practice. What remains to be described is the seal called that of the 5 eyes. As it is kenned by those who know magic and spells, it is one of the most powerful seals one can find and represents the maximum test of value and knowledge for those who try to melt it. Because it is intended to safeguard the secrets of the species which raises the most pity in those who are virtuous. Whoever possesses the courage to try will have to use the symbols of the deepest essences and must be willing to make some sacrifices. In fact, after having united the ceremonial knife with the most refined substance of fire, as we have hitherto described, whoever seeks to accomplish the ritual will have to use the knife upon himself and shed the blood in uncontaminated water, so that a sort of bridge is created which connects the warm and dry element to a cold and wet one. It is important, however, that to stabilize this connection, a source of sunlight must be present to hit the water with its rays. If everything is performed correctly, the seal will melt and the candidate will be capable of seeing the image interpreted as if it were present inside of him, as these seals usually do when the preliminary ritual is performed successfully. In the particular case of the seal of 5 eyes, one must remember that this is destined to contain a source of intimate pain and torment. The brave one must recognize the pain of the mother and show pity and compassion through contact with the faces of the innocent. As per rule, the seal provides an incomplete representation which the celebrant must complete, establishing a connection to the material world through what he can find externally, near the place where the seal was found, and which forms part of such place, as demonstration of the proper execution of the rite. The officer will witness a vision, as the struggle of the mother is remembered through the operations described here. He will witness her crying. Hello? Ah. Everything is fading away and constantly changing. What'd I do? What did I not do? I don't have anything to do the thing with. What was that? A hint? What are these symbols? Whoa. Hello? A hairy eyeball always there? I don't think it was. can't leave now. Something is going to happen. What does that mean? Ah! And on that note, we're going to go and end it there for today. If you want to keep up with this game and the others we decided to put out there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, keep up with the updates. Make sure to like this video too. Really helps get it out there. And thank you so much. See you in the next one.